This is the If More Let's Divide podcast.
Hello, guys. Charlie, what they happen? Welcome to the If More Let's Divide podcast. And it's the wrap up for season 3 after 12 episodes, like we promised you at the beginning.
Yep.
Charlie, time to fly. Hey, Fred, because I remember when we had our first episode with Penelope. She said her name is Penelope.
Stunner.
Yeah, Charlie.
Boss
Yeah, that was a very, very great start, and we told you guys about our 12 episode saga. And yeah, after 12 weeks without fail, we have to wrap up and prep for season 4. Fred, what do you say?
Charlie.
How has the run been for you?
This season, I think because of planning and a little bit more organization and also experience, having wind of what we're doing, I think it was way smoother than I anticipated.
No, I basically think it was, you are saying this because it was shorter. It's not planning, because we've been planning, all the seasons. But this was very, very shorter and brisk.
Yeah, but I think because we packed a lot of recordings back to back,
Okay, yeah.
it didn't feel
true.
like
Yeah.
we were working for the 12
Yeah,
weeks, that kind
yeah.
of thing. But I like it. I like it.
The recording back to back and packing it in the vault, I think it works because it takes
Trade secrets. Trade secrets. They give you guys.
it takes the toll off us for a long period.
Yeah.
We can go for weeks without recording, and our episodes are not time bound.
Yeah.
So so I think
The conversation can fit in
me,
any time.
I wish that we could record the 12 episodes, everything in a week. So we just
I'm
chill.
down, bro. Season
No,
4.
Yeah, but it's not about us.
Yeah,
it's
it's
about
about
the
the
guests.
guests.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When their availability and all that, Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we wrap up? Should we count down? Should we recap? The episodes.
Yeah. I think a few things have happened, and there's also some exciting things.
Yeah.
Some strange things happening in the country.
Yeah, Charlie. Charlie. Episode started with Pennywise with Penelope Brooks Thompson.
One of my
Thompson.
favorite people from this season.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
came with the fire. I remember when she walked in here, she was a little bit startled, and she just, blended in with us very, very, very well. And, I'm cool with her. We talk every once in a while.
Same.
I have seen her in town, a couple of
haven't
times.
seen-
Oh, okay, yeah.
But, I keep up with the IG.
Yeah. What do you remember about that episode?
I felt like there was a moment where she got super emotional.
Yeah, remember our last question when I asked her whether at any point in the interview whether she's gotten emotional, and she lied, and we caught her. Yeah.
She was in it, but I also think that she was very willing to share information.
Yeah.
For someone in her position, sometimes they get very political and they want to.
Yeah.
But
I think she has more to share. So maybe in the future we should.
Yeah, we should reach out again.
we
But
should.
how do you feel about that episode?
That episode was, to be honest with you, I didn't know how it would go,
Okay.
because she is one of the few people. I think she's the only person from season 12.
Season 3, you mean?
Season 3. Well, I'm still stuck on the 12th episode.
Yeah.
Season 3, like, I didn't know her. I
Yeah.
just met her,
Yeah.
and I got to know her.
Wow, that's crazy, because if you didn't know her and you had met her before once,
Yeah.
I had I didn't know her, and that was a very...
Yeah. She's the only guest, I think, from season 3. Like, I didn't know at all. So, but one thing that got me from that episode, I think her life is, she doesn't look like someone who came up like that, living in Europe for a very, very long time, and not very long time, for a while, and coming down to Kumasi to settle with her grandmom and all that, going through school and all that, and getting the Ashesi job, and now she's into plumbing, like her own school.
Yep.
That's
Training
that's
all kinds of artisans,
that's
which
crazy.
is very necessary.
Yeah,
Inspiring story, actually.
very, very, very inspiring.
She's a go-getter.
Yeah, I like her episode so much.
She like expensive things too.
Yeah, yeah. So the next episode after hers was Kirani Ayat, Discovery Channel with Kirani Ayat.
I want to apologize on air to Ayat. I did my best. I tried everything, but they said, Charlie, budget issues.
I think he even left before the event. He wasn't even in Ghana when Afrofuture was happening. He left for the States, for the United States of America, and I think he's still there.
Oh, okay, he's working.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
No, I mean a vacation holiday. Yeah, okay. Ayat has been going back and forth.
Yeah, I remember him saying that on his episode.
Yeah.
But Ayat was like such good energy too.
His energy was superior. His outfit, I do remember his outfit.
Purple pants.
And he was real. Like he was very, very real.
Kept it a buck.
Because it's hard for an artist to open up like that. He even went to the extent of telling us that he sometimes goes to hustle, goes to find mega jobs here and there just to make money.
Yeah.
You know, child, that was real, you know. And talking about his hood, he painted it so well, so vividly. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed Discovery Channel with Ayat, you know, Kirani Ayat. So you guys, if you haven't checked that episode out, you've got to listen and watch that episode. Now, an episode that I never expected, you know, to happen. Please say, I want some more with Oliver. Yeah. Oliver, you know. Yeah.
Did he go a little quiet after?
I think he's gone quiet. He's saying that he's retiring and stuff like that. I saw things online that, you know, they have paid him off and all that, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I was seeing
people
stuff
have
like
their
that
very,
online.
you know, after the episode aired, I realized a lot of the people that I bump into that listen to us have reservations. They think it's all politics and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
but
actually,
I didn't feel that from him when I met him.
Yeah, I got that too. That, you know, why did you interview Oliver? You know, it's all a farce. You know, he's not real. I'm like, Charlie,
I don't know, man. We don't have a real detector in terms of testing.
Yeah,
you got to take people at their word sometimes.
Yeah, and we actually had a dope conversation with him.
And he's been out there doing the work. I mean, you can't cheat the game. So if he's done the work and he's doing it for ulterior motives, we live to see. But as far as I can tell from what we could assess about him, he seemed like it was about what he talked about. So.
Yeah, it was dope.
It was dope. It was dope.
And we had, you know, the Ashanti immigrants with Kojo Q.
Yeah, that one was.
And this episode actually feels like yesterday, because I remember it so well.
Yeah.
So well. Kojo Q came with the energy, with the vibes. The episode was so dope. And there is a link between him and Penelope, because they all grew up in the Ashanti region, you know, Kumasi.
Okay, they knew each other?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like there is a link, you know.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Kojo came with the bars in quotes, you know, talking about opening up about his father, you know, his family, music.
I've always been a fan of Kojo.
Kojo is dope. Kojo is really dope. So Charlie, if you guys haven't checked out the Ashanti immigrant with Kojo Q, and he actually suggested that we should title his episode Ashanti immigrant in memory of Nana Osei, you know. So Kojo Q came with the flowers to you know, honor our own Nana Osei, who was supposed
shout out Nana Osei, man.
Yeah, who was supposed to be here producing this podcast. By Charlie, life,
life is life.
Yeah. Fred, what's one thing do you remember, you know, from that episode with Kojo Q?
Besides being sleepy,
was
Yeah, I think that was the episode where I was tired, man. So I was checking in and out. But because I've always had admiration for Kojo, his intellect and everything, him talking about his work outside of him making music, but trying to help artists, know their business and trying to support them in that way. I thought that was very refreshing.
Yep.
That he would dedicate himself to that. So that stuck with me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I was
also
wishing him the best.
And one thing I remember from that episode is when he shared experiences from his first show, his own first show, where he said he almost cried or he cried, and Miss Na was in the crowd and, Miss Na noticed. That was very, very, very,
Dope.
because rappers are all macho and,
he's very real.
Yeah.
Or naturally, I don't want to say vulnerable, but he makes himself like a regular human being. And that's what I think.
That's how it's supposed to be. Charlie, then after that, we went to episode 5 was with Dedo, the bar chick with Dedo. Charlie, all of this sounds like, it feels like we just interviewed them.
I went to Agushi to have some, lunch after.
Oh, dope.
It was really nice. Really nice.
Right after that interview, I went with her to her new spot, Agushi.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to eat, We went to eat, the whole family. We had a feast, and the food is so dope.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very dope. And the dope came with a juice,
Bars.
with a gems, with a vim, with the encouragement. Like the dope gave me some vim. That no matter what you have, no matter where you are, you can still do it. You know, and you don't have to migrate. You don't have to move outside, because she was outside and
she came back.
And she's now doing good. I'm imagining
that's the thing. I think that a lot of sometimes we may take things for granted with how Ghana is frustrating in a lot of ways. But I also like to say that it's a place that you can thrive if you can get certain things in order. Yeah, because I'm like Dedo, I've moved back and
I was
I
actually
can't believe
going,
it. 7
I was
years
actually
now,
going to ask you.
Yeah.
So why did you move back?
then I tired. I was tired. There was a lot of things going on. I'm an open book, so I always keep this like
a buck.
Yeah, I keep it a buck. Like me and U.S. authorities, they deal on some issues. They take too long. I got to a point I was like, Charlie, fuck this shit, man. It's been too long. I didn't set out that as my life goal. I need to go out there and follow my passion, follow my dreams. And I was getting older. I'm like, what is it that I'm doing? But Ghana's been good to me. I've been frustrated, but
you're now used to it.
Charlie, I'm used to it, and also I see opportunities after opportunities after opportunities, and I'm trying to tap into that as much as possible. So I ain't knocking that the country is frustrating as hell, and I know people are going through shit. But I feel like, Charlie, at the end of the day, life is what you make it.
But do you think people should still move? Would you tell someone like me
to move outside?
To the States. Like, would you advise
him? My soul. Yeah, I feel like, Charlie, I love what you've built here. Every time you ask me to even come out, the community around you, the people who recognize your worth, and the sense of, by extension, I feel valuable being around you, because I see people, they bring some love because of the effort and energy you've put in. So, my prayer is that, Charlie, all of the hard work, it will start flower very, 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 very soon. But yeah, bro, if I hear say they left this country, I sure say I will get heartbreak. I go like cry and can't cry.
Like me moving to the States or Canada for like
wake up randomly, then go mountain, go
walk, Charlie,
then go chopping, watch it, then drinking palm wine.
Yesterday, like 4 or 5 a.m., I was walking on my street bare-chested without shoes.
Wow.
Walking on the, how my street is, it massages your... I was just walking up and down. And everybody knows me in my hood. So you won't see me and ask me anything. And people know the way I am. So I'm like, if I'm anywhere else, would I be able to do this?
The freedom.
Like, they'll call the police on me. Like he
There's
had
a
the
crazy
freedom.
black guy going down there.
Yeah.
Before you could say, po, po.
Po, you are dead. I remember 2015. I was in New Jersey, and I was in Montclair,
Okay.
and I was going for a walk. You know, Montclair is like mostly
Shout
white.
out Montclair.
Yeah, it's a Montclair.
Yeah.
It's like mostly white, I think.
Yeah.
Like, and well, where I was, and anytime I went for a walk, you would see people peeping through their window. Who is
That's
this?
so New Jersey, man.
Like who is this?
You know, New Jersey is
And-
the first American state I ever lived in. But go ahead, yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Who is this? Who like? And I was there for like a month.
Wow.
So imagine. And it got to a point where anytime, so around 4 p.m., I'll go for a walk.
Wow.
So you would see people actually come outside. And they will walk towards me like they are going somewhere. They'll walk towards me trying to feel my energy. I'm like, Charlie, I'm not going to look at anyone. I'm going. And I will never get that here.
Yeah.
No matter where I am, I will never ever get that here. And anytime I'm elsewhere, I am on the alert because anything can happen at any given time.
New Jersey, it's funny you're saying this about New Jersey, but New Jersey is the first state I ever visited when I landed in America. Before I ever even moved there, my mom, when we were on vacation, and the same experience. We did
It's
live
crazy.
in this neighborhood, Englewood. And
yeesh.
Charlie, motherfucker, train in dogs to bark at only black people.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy.
It is
'cause
actually easy to train dogs to
Yeah,
back out only black
black
people,
people.
and white people.
Charlie,
All white people.
oh, so every time I dey pass, I could see people go past.
Yeah.
The white people, no, but we reach there.
Yeah.
The guy they tried,
Yeah.
the dog they tried jump the
Yeah,
fence and things.
yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah. In DC, I think the same year, I was in DC and I wanted to go and connect my phone because I had just gotten there that morning. So I was finding a T-Mobile mobile shop to go and, connect my phone. Before I left home, I checked maps just to check the streets where I'm going. But at a point, I got lost.
Okay.
And I saw a policeman standing, in some
Close
corner
by.
somewhere. Full policeman, full gear. So I'm like, okay, fine. Let me just ask this policeman, Fred. As I approached him, the man just
hand.
held his firearm, like ready to do anything. And I was walking straight. And later on, my friends was like, that was the wrong thing to do. Like, I mean, how would I know?
I don't think it should.
Yeah,
be
the police people are there to help.
Yeah.
And I think when I said hello, he realized that I'm not from there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hello, I want a T-Mobile shop. So, and before he
eased up.
he eased up
Yeah.
and directed right there. The T-Mobile shop was just there. I'm like, this one, he would have killed me and my ghost will come and go, the T-Mobile shop was just there. I shouldn't have asked that man. I would have still been alive. Now look at me. I'm floating. I'm going, Charlie. So yeah, Charlie, it's always dope to like
home sweet home.
Yeah, to like be
Home
home sweet home.
This thing of ours. This is our thing.
Yeah, Charlie. And Charlie,
There to be
episode 6, creative coaching with Rania Odimat.
Wow.
Yeah, that was intense.
Yeah, Rania B.
That was very, very
Rania
intense.
B,
Rania is a
looking for
pure spirit, pure
She be
soul,
sage like.
calm.
Yeah.
I've known Rania for a long time, and how she presented herself is how she is.
There's very few people that make me
Yeah,
think about what I have said to myself.
yeah,
And she got me thinking about how I thought about certain things in my life.
you have to see Rania 101. She's an amazing, human being, and everybody around her, her family, like they are all like Rania, like crazy.
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah, she's dope. Like she
dope.
gave us tips.
Yeah.
She spoke about her ancestry.
Yeah.
You know,
How
her
she grew
grandfather
up.
being
Yeah.
working for Kwame Nkrumah and stuff like that. And when I posted the first video, people, especially on TikTok, yeah, she sounds like a Ghanaian. Her accent is so Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Like that was the comments that I got, you know, mostly from, you know, TikTok. And so yeah, Rania's episode 2 was dope. It was very, very, very dope. Shouts to Rania.
Her style was
Shouts to
fresh.
Rania.
Yeah.
And Charlie,
Shout out to Rania.
we had Living on Lumumba Street with Baba J.
Oh.
It feels like we had this conversation yesterday.
Living on Lumumba.
Yeah, Charlie. Shouts to Baba J. Brak, 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 brak.
Baba J.
I rinsed her EP, and Spotify, you know, told on me that, yeah, I've actually rinsed her EP, you know, my favorite EP from last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a dope project, man. I really, really enjoyed it.
Baba J is dope, Charlie. Baba
She
J
is. And for her
is
age, man, she's so wise.
bright future ahead,
Charlie.
Charlie.
Wise,
I
young
genuinely, I wish the best for her.
Absolutely.
You know,
We're all rooting for you, Jay.
yeah, we are all.
Go get them.
We are fans. We are fans. If
big
you haven't
fans.
checked out that episode, you really should, because it's so good.
And I
packed
think
with
she has
gems.
some lightheartedness about her and a sense of humor that's very refreshing.
Yeah.
You know, no airs about her, not trying to be anything.
Yep. Charlie. So Fred, before we go on with the episodes, do you think we should still release on Thursdays, or should we switch up?
You know, I'm always open to what makes the show better and what also makes it easier for the technical crew.
Yeah.
Technical crew being Mutombo and Sub Mutombos.
And Kebs and Charlie.
Kebs and but
and everybody, Derek,
Charlie.
you know. Yeah.
It will be, if it makes a difference.
I honestly don't know. I think we should ask them.
Yeah, you guys, man.
So guys, what
Is
do
it
you
a better
think?
day?
Should we still, you know, drop episodes on Thursdays, or you choose a day? When do you think we should drop episodes starting from season 4? We are going to do what you guys want. I think we should make a poll for this.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe we will pick 3 days and let them vote.
yeah,
Then we go by it, you know, because 3 seasons all on Thursdays.
Yes.
I think we should switch up a little bit.
Maybe Saturday mornings will become your partners in general cleaning.
Yeah, Charlie.
When you're about the house, you can turn us on. I don't know.
Yeah,
Someday.
so guys, Charlie, you tell us, when do you think we should drop episodes?
And we'll put the poll up, right?
Yeah. We should. Culture Doctor with Joseph Odro Frimpong, Charlie. My G. The education on pop culture was dope.
Yeah.
There were some things that he made me realize. I didn't realize that was pop culture, or that could be classified as pop culture. Yeah. But I actually learned a whole lot from that episode.
Yep.
You know, and you know, you could see he's calm and collected, shy to a certain degree, you know, and all that. You know, I really, really like Joseph Odro Frimpong. That's my G. I was talking to him this morning, I think. He's launching the space.
Okay.
The Center for, you know, Pop Culture at
Ashesi. Okay.
Yeah. And,
when did they launch them?
I think somewhere in February, early February.
Okay. That would be something
and he's extended, you know, invitation to us, you know, for us to come.
We'll be there.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that'll be dope. You know, I want to see all of them posters and what other things he has in store for the center at Ashesi University. So if you haven't watched that episode, we are
imploring you to.
Yes, English, bro. Yeah, Charlie. The next is Street Shooter with Eddie Autry. Bra, Chai. That was dope. You know, I was living through him. Like, you know, he's met almost everybody, worked with almost everybody, you know, some of my favorites. So I was living vicariously through him. Yeah, you know. And Charlie, some of the short stories he shared.
He's a dope cat.
Some of the stories he shared, you know,
He's a dope cat.
were emotional, funny, you know, photographing Wu-Tang, and
I think he's a good storyteller.
yeah, he is. You know, he actually is, you know. But most photographers are good storytellers. You know, if you are not a good storyteller, I think you'll be limited when it comes to photography.
I
To be
see.
very, very honest with you, because you have to know. Chai Eddie, what one moment do you remember from that episode?
Eddie had so many moments, but
Yeah.
the one that he told the story about J-Lo,
Oh yeah.
Was
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, in that time, if that's what he processed and thought of, it's crazy how behind the scenes
Yeah.
it's entirely different from what we get. So we
Yep.
did, and obviously say J-Lo,
And
then
but actually this what
That's
happened.
popping.
That's
Crazy, yeah.
crazy. I mean, so many things he told us stuck with me. Two of them. His mom having a picture of a house on the wall in their living room. You know, the house she dreams about. You know, and all that. That was one. To the story of Aaliyah having a chain. R. Kelly had a
Having the same
chain.
chain,
Yeah, you know.
and it's just the way he wove it in pretty quickly, put it in right there and then moved on
Charlie
to the
Eddie
next.
is so dope, guy.
Yeah.
That's my G. I like him. I really like him. And I think the other story was of Will Smith, when after a few clicks, he realized that Will Smith didn't want to, you know, do that shoot. So Charlie, he had to pack up and leave. And even how he stalked, you know, stars, or not stalked per se, but how he found out where they live, where they were living and all that.
Tools of the trade.
Yeah, tools of the trade. Charlie Eddie is dope, and I went for a photo walk with him. And Charlie, great guy, great energy, and we have some things in store for you guys on the photography front.
You already know.
God's Son with Kobe Onyame.
Yeah, that was one.
Yeah,
that was
Charlie.
one for the
Yeah, I
books.
mean, I didn't realize Kobe was God's son.
Yeah.
You know, he actually we delved deep into religion,
Yeah.
his faith, and he was unshaken. Like you can't shake him off.
I love that. I respect it too. I mean, and that's why I think is beautiful about sometimes intellectual disagreement. We can have completely different. You know, you didn't change your mind either, but everybody gives respect to like Charlie, the other to be what they believe is the right thing to do.
Yeah, he shared, you know, the beginning of Skillions, you know, and all that. Charlie,
All that he's done.
Yeah, all that he's done, Charlie.
Music wise, it's
dope. I remember him saying when he was in Legon, they were living in Legon, you know. His mom named his room the Boom Boom Room.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
the Boom Boom Room. Sounds so Ghanaian motherish.
Yeah, that was so dope. That was so dope. Shout out to Kobe Onyame.
Shout out Kobe.
And the girl child, you can't believe. Yes, so this I actually changed the title a little bit. I was checking something. So the girl child, that's you, but I added, you can't believe that someone would do this to a young girl.
Oh,
Miss
yeah.
Kando, Blessla.
Charlie.
Blessla is on the ground doing the work, and she knows what's going on, especially up north. She's working with young girls, especially people who have been given off to go and marry, children as young as 13, given off to marry, 9-year-old being defiled. Like Blessla came with the stories, and they were not safe for work. Like you know, it was crazy. Heavy. It was very, very, very heavy. Shouts to Blessla for coming through the podcast for us, and that's a recent episode, so you might want to check it out because it's still fresh.
Yeah,
it's still live. You have to check it out before the flame evaporates. Yeah. And and Fred, with our very last episode, to me, with a maestro, Tumi Ansah.
Yeah.
Tumi Ansah is Mensah's father.
So
and
we have a little inside joke which I'm not going to share. Backstory to this.
Yeah.
One. It's my favorite, one of my favorite like ones because
Yeah.
he's of a generation that I have such a deep interest in.
Yep.
And so I took the interview the way that I took it. But the funny thing is that the next day I hit up, our boy, the legend Mensa. No, I didn't. Yeah, I sent him a voice note, and I didn't realize it was 6 minutes long.
Yeah.
I
He
kept
told me.
ranting and told me, Mensa said he sent out some long voice note. But then it was so cool getting to know his dad,
Yeah.
seeing the man in person, trying to get his perspective. And I think he will make a brilliant politician
Yeah.
because if you can weave.
Yeah, that man came with the stories, playing for the Beatles, John Lennon being his
He's a
friend.
legend, man.
John Lennon.
Lennon,
Oh,
yeah.
John Lennon
Yeah.
being his friend.
No, I say he's a legend.
Yeah,
I didn't mean,
yeah.
Even though,
Okay.
it sounded like I was saying John Legend. Did you catch that? 2 MCs.
Playing with the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
With Osibisa actually writing.
stealing his songs.
Yes, them stealing his songs,
Yeah.
Charlie. Man, at that point he was angry.
Great,
Like,
yeah. And you can feel the anger in the person.
because
like,
after the recording we still had a chat, and it was
Charlie.
crazy. So
you know what? I want to say this. I feel like sometimes when you're at the outside looking into someone like that's life, it will almost get to a point where people will say, oh, he's old, he's bitter, when is he going to let it go? But when I was going home thinking about it, I'm like, yo, imagine your work, something that you've done. Nobody was there with you. You did it. And then another person takes it, gets credit for it, and acts like they didn't do it. I will probably be angry for the rest of my life.
crazy, yeah.
It's fucked up, man.
Same.
But still, he's done so much that Charlie I think Ghana needs to take advantage of his presence still and mine him for all the knowledge and information because
Yeah.
he's such a vibrant spirit still. Him playing the guitar here,
Yeah,
vibing
Charlie,
with us.
crazy.
It didn't feel like I was dealing with an old person. It felt like I just was dealing with somebody who
Yeah.
was just almost like Charlie. They float.
Yeah, Charlie.
They float for this
And that
time.
was the last episode for season 3.
Yeah.
Charlie, season 4. 12 episodes.
We're coming.
Stick into it. Charlie, we shouldn't put on a face. We don't have anything planned for season 4.
Just the same interview, but we're coming.
What do you wish for season 4?
Season 4, I want the show to grow. I want it to reach more people.
Hey, I've actually forgot. We had a live podcast with
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That
We
was
did quite a few things. We did a live podcast.
the live podcast
Where
with GCR Gold Coast
yeah,
Reports.
yeah. That was dope.
Yeah, that was dope. And
then we
another
did
we at the mix.
Yeah.
That was
Those were
also-
2 events I actually enjoyed. We should probably do more of those.
Yeah. I mean, I think season 4, I was gonna say we should have a live podcast session.
That would be dope.
Yeah,
If you
know-
guys, Charlie, will be willing and down,
Yeah.
let us know in
with
the
the
comments
with the
section.
locations. I have so many locations,
Dope
tight
vibes.
locations. 20-30 people max, having a live podcast, discerning conversations,
That's what I would like us to do a little bit more of. Get into some of our more intimate conversations where we get to be introspective and also talk about the things that we care about.
Yeah, we should.
It'll
We
be
should.
dope. It'll be dope. But season 4, you already know what
Yep.
we're going through.
Yep.
People are lined up ready to hop
Yeah.
on. So,
Yeah. So Charlie,
yeah.
guys, Charlie, we thank you for rocking with us.
How long are we gone for? Breaking for?
Oh, so for the break, we are breaking for 4 weeks, for a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think for a month. It can be 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah, I think a month is cool. Then by the time we come back, we have recordings in the vaults. Then I mean, we are breaking for 2, but we are not stopping. The work behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So Charlie. Once this episode drops, we will be gone for 4 weeks, and we will come with
Season 4.
better, maybe a little bit.
Fantastic 4.
Maybe a different. We'll spice the set up a little bit.
Charlie.
But Charlie, this set is dope for us.
I love it.
Yeah.
Those of you who have sponsorship ideas too,
Yeah, you should come through
hit us
for
up
us.
behind the scenes.
So
You know what
we
I mean?
do this
Let's
better. And, Charlie, without further ado, this is the end of our wrap-up for season 3. Charlie Fred, any last words?
Yes, sir. You always know.
Any last words?
I do actually. I just want to thank all of you for sticking with the podcast, watching
Charlie.
it. I mean, we run into you guys in town all the time, and sometimes, I'm sure Mutombo is already used to this because he's been working in the public space and entertainment for a minute. But for me, it's weird when you guys come up in public spaces. I don't mind it. I'm not saying you're freaking me out. I'm just saying that I just can't believe that people pay attention to what we do enough to want to come and have a conversation. So I'm always welcoming and open to that. But thank you for spending your money, your data to consume what we produce. And Charlie, I don't mean to be, preachy, but go out and live the life that you want. Don't let nothing stop you, man. Go get them.
At all. Charlie, guys, we thank you for rocking with us. We thank you for sticking with us. It's been dope, doing this thing, and you are giving us the energy, the vigor to keep on keeping on. So, Charlie, we are not stopping. Coming back with season 4 in 4 weeks' time. Charlie, the If More Let's Divide podcast. Fred.
Yes, sir.
We are through.
Bang, bang, bang.